Welcome back to Rapids Reloaded. My name is Ben, and today we're going to take a look at some of the dumb things anti-gun people say. Up first is a classic from the last presidential election. This gentleman made a big mistake and said the quiet part out loud.
Hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15, your AK-47.
For years, pro-2A people have warned that these anti-gun politicians wanted to take our guns away. The anti-gun people always responded by saying that was ridiculous. They just wanted sensible gun control laws. Beto made the classic blunder by saying the truth. I don't remember that working out too well for him. I wonder what happened to him. Hell yes, I would like fries with that. Up next is another one of my favorites. This clip is from Colorado in 2013 when they were trying to ban standard capacity magazines.
Banning the manufacture and sale going forward when there's approximately 40 million of them in circulation.
These are ammunition. They're bullets. So the people who have those now, they're going to shoot them. And so if you ban them in the future, the number of these high-capacity magazines is going to decrease dramatically over time because the bullets will have been shot and there won't be any more available.
What makes this worse is she wasn't new to anti-gun legislation. In fact, according to the Denver Post, she's been trying to pass anti-gun bills since the mid-90s. You'd think these people would take a minute to actually learn about the things that they are trying to outlaw. But time and time again, we see they have no clue because it's all about power and control, not safety.
A while back, my husband bought this AR-15. I wasn't happy about it. And after last week, I told him I wanted this gun out of my house. As your future congresswoman, I'll make comprehensive gun reform a top priority.
For the record, on an AR-15, this is the only part that actually counts as a firearm. Another prime example of someone who has no clue about firearms trying to outlaw them. For the record, this political candidate literally recorded herself committing a felony. She just turned that AR into a short barrel rifle, and we know she didn't pay the mandatory fees and didn't get permission from the Crown before she assaulted that poor weapon with an angle grinder. Now, if one of us lowly peasants did something like that, the ATF would show up, shoot our dogs, and drag us off to prison. But not Karen. She's one of them and got a pass. Up next, we have a fabulous clip from a connoisseur of ice cream cones, a man who can identify a child after a deep sniff of their hair, and somehow is the current United States president.
If you want to protect yourself, get a double-barrel shotgun, have the shells, a 12-gauge shotgun, and I promise you, as I told my wife, we live in an area that's wooded and somewhat secluded. I said, Jill, if there's ever a problem, just walk out on the balcony here or walk out, put that double-barrel shotgun and fire 2 blasts outside the house. I promise you, who's ever coming in is not going to... You don't need an AR-15. It's harder to aim, it's harder to use, and in fact, you don't need 30 rounds to protect yourself. Buy a shotgun.
Joe Biden was the vice president at the time, but that doesn't make this poor advice any better. Discharging a firearm randomly into the air is just a bad idea and could be illegal depending on your local laws. Not only that, his plan to fire 2 blasts from a double-barrel shotgun would leave you with an empty weapon with a potential threat still outside. Now, if this is a determined intruder, you better hope you can reload quickly enough. If it wasn't an intruder, you may want to go apologize to that poor kid delivering your Amazon package, because I'm sure he's going to need a new pair of underwear after that. Somehow, every time I hear politicians say, I don't need a gun, I have the urge to buy 2 more. Now, this last clip is both hilarious and yet again disappointingly sad. We once again get to witness how incompetent those who are in charge of stripping us from our Second Amendment rights are.
Get this one apart.
That, ladies, Okay, let's just face it. Like the 3 guys who are actually gonna watch my crappy content, that lovely clip was of Chris Bort, the ATF's acting chief of firearms and ammunition technology division, also known as Fat D. He's the one who gets to say what's legal and not legal with things like pistol braces. Somehow he's classified as the foremost expert on weapons technology for the ATF, but he can't seem to disassemble a Glock. As they say in Idiocracy, only the stupid people are breeding. Anyway, I hope you liked today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you have any suggestions for something we should cover in a future episode of the Dumb Things Anti-Gun People Say, leave that in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.